going to winterize a swamp cooler, Master Cool Style ADA 51. First thing you want to do, and maybe you've already done this because temperatures are dropping, is just go ahead and shut your system all the way off. Fan and pump everything off. Next, if you just want to close the louvers, there should be a lever there that just closes them. That's going to block a lot of the air coming through your duct in the winter, making your house a little more efficient in heating. Okay, the water line on mine is a polyurethane line run from the outside spigot up to the roof. And we're just going to cut the water off right here. Just turn that little valve perpendicular to the line and the water's off. The screws that hold the unit together, on my unit they're all 8mm. Okay, so before we go in there, first we're going to go underneath the unit, and there's just a little plastic washer that holds the tube on there. You can probably do that by hand. Just unscrew that. That'll allow us to get the pipe out on the inside. And the inside of the unit, there's the drain pipe right there. Okay, we just pull that out, let all the water drain out and get it good and drained out. Alright, most of the water is drained out, so I'm just going to take a little rag and just kind of wipe up the last bits of it. I don't know if that's necessary, but this is a plastic tray in here, and so I think any water freezing on it might not be good, but it might not be horrible either. Just going to sop up that last little bit. Normally about now I'd be covering the thing with like a canvas cover. That's kind of just to protect the paint and stuff during winter. But they sell like a thing that covers the grill on the Master Cool. So it's just going to go instead of the grill here. I guess some units are sold with a winterizing panel, and mine didn't come with it. And all it is it's this exact same thing without the grill. And the purpose is to keep airflow out and also to protect your pads. And they're about $30 at a hardware store, but to save money, I'm just going to cut a piece of this paneling to slide in there. Alright, so I got my panel cut. Thing's got a good bow in it, but that's okay. Just going to lay it in there. Look at that. Alright, so there it is. I think that's going to work just fine. So maybe Blind Squirrel DIY saved you $30 today. I don't know. One last thing. I am going to install a damper that came with my roof jack. It's just going to slide in there and cover the intake just to keep cold air from going in the house, give us a little better efficiency in the winter. Alright, so this sheet right there is just going to slide in right in that little groove right there. Alright, and one last thing you can do when winterizing your swamp cooler is blow out your water line. This can be kind of difficult because it means you have to take apart these joints right here that are put together with a crush ring. I don't really want to mess with that because getting those crush rings seated just right so they don't leak is kind of hard. So I'm actually not going to worry about it. I have a polyurethane line, which they do expand quite a bit, and so it's not quite as an emergency if they break. And it's also outside, so if it does break, I'm just going to get water on the outside of the house. I used to have a copper line inside the attic, and that one broke one time, and that was quite a mess. So the indoor ones, you definitely want to make sure you got the water all out of it. I'm going to chance it this year with this one. If it breaks this year, I might be more vigilant in years to come. I'm blowing the water out of this line. A couple of optional things that some people do when they winterize is they go ahead and take the belt off the motor, and they go ahead and oil the motor at this time of the year. And really, I just think that that's good upkeep, and I've never done that before, and my coolers have always been fine. I might do that in the spring when I start the thing back up. But I think we are all done.